CTV News at 6 with Hudson Mack.
Good evening. Thanks for being here. Hudson Mack is off tonight. The Easter long weekend has come to a tragic close on Vancouver Island after a high-speed crash near SOOKE. Police say the driver of a stolen car filled with teenagers lost control on West Coast Road. Then the vehicle struck a pole and flipped. One of the teens is dead and 3 others were rushed to hospital. CTV's Andrew Johnson spent the day at the scene of the crash on West Coast Road and joins us now live with more. Andrew.
Joe, people who saw the crash and police say the car was traveling way too fast on the windy Highway 14. And when it hit a patch of gravel, the car spun out of control. There were 4 people inside this small sedan, 2 15-year-olds and 2 18-year-olds, when it crossed the center line and struck a utility pole. Witnesses heard it coming.
It was going pretty fast, yeah, too fast. And then I just kind of heard it crash as it hit the telephone post there. And then just kind of a flash of it going by as the telephone post kind of dropped down, and that's all I saw.
Police say the young driver lost control of a speeding vehicle.
The marks on the road indicate that the vehicle was coming down the hill at an excessive rate of speed and lost control coming into the corner. Went into a side yaw, I believe, and then rolled and flipped in the ditch, and it's landed on its roof. Both driver's side airbags have been deployed. The person who's deceased is in the back seat, still strapped in the seatbelt.
It was a young man who died at the scene. A woman was airlifted to Victoria General Hospital with head injuries, but she is expected to live. 2 men were taken to hospital by ambulance. Police have the 2 young men who were injured in custody at Victoria General Hospital, and they could face a charge of being in possession of a stolen vehicle. For the person who was actually behind the wheel this morning, a potential charge of dangerous driving causing death. Or criminal negligence causing death. SOOKE RCMP say the car was reported stolen between 3:30 and 5:30 in the morning before it ended up here some 6 hours later. There were no other vehicles involved in the accident, but witnesses say a couple returning home from a camping trip in an RV were almost hit.
The motorhome was coming the other way and the car cut out in front of it, from what I understand. So it was a close call there too.
A section of West Coast Road was closed for hours while the coroner, RCMP crash analysts, and forensic investigators combed the scene and worked to identify the person found dead in the back seat. Joe, there is good news about the young woman who was airlifted to hospital. First responders at the scene feared she had suffered a serious head injury. It turns out her injuries may be more minor in nature and her life is not on the line. As for the investigation, police are piecing together what went on between the time the car was stolen early this morning and when it flipped hours later west of SOOKE. The name of the young man who has died is not being released until police have broken the news to his family.
All right, Andrew, thanks.